Warning: this story is extremely scary and intense, not recommended for weak-hearted viewers or for watching alone at night. Once it starts, it may stay with you. Watch at your own risk.
There are some houses that don't appear on maps the way they should, not because they're hidden, but because people stop remembering them. Listings vanish, records go missing, and neighbors forget names. Yet somehow, the keys keep changing hands. Daniel Harper found the house on a quiet listing site late one night. It was just outside a small town in Pennsylvania, tucked between long stretches of empty road and dying trees. The price didn't make sense. It was too low. Not needs repair low, but someone wants this gone low. Still, Daniel was practical. He worked remotely, needed space, and the idea of a fresh start after his divorce felt right. His daughter, Lily, was 11, quiet, observant, and still adjusting to the separation. "This place is huge," Daniel said as they first walked in. Lily didn't answer. She stood near the kitchen entrance, staring at something. "What?" Daniel asked. She hesitated. "It smells weird." Daniel took a breath. Old house smell, dust, maybe a little mold. "It's nothing," he said. But it wasn't nothing. The smell lingered. Not strong, just wrong. The gas company came the next day. The delivery driver didn't greet them. He barely made eye contact. He rolled in a large red propane tank, older than usual, with scratches and faint black marks near the base. Daniel frowned. "You sure that's safe?" The driver stopped. For a moment, it looked like he might say something. Then he leaned slightly closer and whispered, "If it starts making noise at night, don't try to fix it." Daniel blinked. "What?" But the man had already turned away. That night passed quietly, too quietly. Around 2 a.m., Daniel woke up without knowing why. The house felt awake. He listened. Nothing. Then, sssss. He sat up. The sound came from the kitchen. He grabbed his phone and walked slowly down the hallway. The floor creaked beneath his steps. The air felt colder the closer he got. The kitchen light was off, but he could still hear it. Sssss. He flipped the switch. Everything looked normal. The stove was off. The valves were tight, but the tank was vibrating. Daniel stepped closer and placed his hand against it. It was warm, too warm. He pulled back immediately. For a second, he thought he felt something push back. The next morning, Lily didn't want to go into the kitchen. "There's someone there," she said. Daniel sighed. "There's no one here, Lil." She shook her head. "Not outside." That night, she woke up screaming. Daniel rushed in. "What happened?" "He was watching me," she cried, "from the kitchen." Daniel checked again. Nothing. But when he turned toward the tank, his stomach dropped. There were marks on it. Finger marks. Smudged, uneven, like something had pressed outward from the inside. Daniel didn't sleep after that. By the third day, the smell grew stronger. It wasn't just stale anymore. It was burnt, thick, like something had been cooked too long, or someone. Daniel opened windows, checked blinds, even called the gas company, but they insisted everything was fine. That night, Daniel stayed awake. He sat in the dark living room, staring into the kitchen, waiting. Time moved slower than it should have. At exactly 3:07 a.m., the sound returned. Sssss. But now it wasn't steady. It pulsed, like breathing. The tank began to move, a small tremor at first, then sharper, then violent. Daniel stood up slowly. The regulator twisted, on its own. And then something came out. Not gas, smoke. Thick, black, heavy smoke. It didn't rise. It crawled low along the floor like it was alive. Daniel stepped back. The smoke gathered, pulled together, shaped itself into something human. Its skin looked burned, cracked like charcoal. Its face,
Barely a face, just hollow spaces where eyes should be, glowing faintly. It turned toward Daniel and spoke. "We're still here." Daniel couldn't move. "Who are you?" The thing tilted its head. Cold, dark, trapped. More smoke began to pour out, and then more shapes, smaller. One of them reached forward, a child's shape. Lily screamed from the hallway. "Dad!" Daniel ran to her, grabbing her hand. "It's okay, it's okay." But when he looked back, the kitchen was empty. Only the tank remained, still, silent. The next day, Daniel searched everything, property history, old owners, anything. He found a report from 12 years ago, a fire, a family of 4, all dead, cause listed as gas-related. But one detail stood out. The tank had not exploded. Daniel dug deeper, found a name, Arthur Vance, a man who lived nearby, arrested once, released, accused of strange rituals, nothing proven. In the basement, Daniel found something hidden behind a loose wooden panel, a box. Inside it, a journal. The handwriting was frantic, scattered. They said he could keep them there. Fire binds them. They're not gone. They're inside. It's getting louder at night. The last line read, "It wants more space." Daniel dropped the journal. That night, Lily didn't sleep. She sat upright in bed, staring at the door. "Dad," she whispered, "they're calling me." Daniel's chest tightened. "No one's calling you." "Yes, they are," she said softly. "They're saying they're cold." He turned on all the lights in the house, every single one. But at 3:07 a.m., they all went out. Darkness swallowed everything, and the sound came back. Sssss. Louder now, closer. Daniel grabbed Lily and backed into the living room. The kitchen glowed faintly, a dim orange light. The tank was open, smoke pouring endlessly, filling the house, shapes forming, dozens now, men, women, children, all burned, all watching. One of them stepped forward. It didn't walk, it slid. "We were left," it said. Another voice overlapped. "We were kept." Another, "We are still here." Lily's grip tightened. "Dad, they want me." Daniel realized something then. The tank wasn't just holding them, it was feeding, and it needed more. He made a decision. Without thinking, without hesitating, he ran, dragging Lily with him, not away, but toward the kitchen. He grabbed the tank. It felt heavier than before, like something inside was resisting, holding it down. He pulled it into the center of the room. The shapes reacted instantly. They moved faster, reaching, stretching. "No!" one of them screamed. Daniel grabbed a lighter from the counter. His hands shook, but his eyes didn't. If this ends, it ends now. The voices changed, from anger to pleading. "Don't! We'll stop! We'll stay quiet!" But he knew they wouldn't. He lit the flame and dropped it. The explosion tore through the house. Fire swallowed everything. Walls collapsed. Glass shattered. The night itself seemed to scream. When it was over, there was nothing left. Just smoke, ash, silence. Authorities found the remains the next morning. No bodies, no survivors, just debris. And in the center of it all, a propane tank, perfectly intact. Not a scratch, not a mark. It was removed quietly. No report filed, no questions asked. A week later, it was delivered again, to another house, another family, another quiet street. That night, at exactly 3:07 a.m., the new owner woke up and heard it. Sssss. But this time, it wasn't alone. There were voices, soft, whispering, waiting, and one of them said, "We're still inside."